I would go to the extent of calling these terrorist attacks because these are planned, these are targeted.
How can we be a beacon of human rights if it's easier to buy a gun, but it's harder to obtain your driver's license?
Many Asian Americans are speaking out against the hate crimes directed at the Asian community in the wake of the Atlanta shooting that killed 6 people of Asian descent. What do they have to say about the government's handling of the discrimination and violence? And how do they feel living in a country which has long claimed itself a beacon of human rights?
President Biden stepped in and said no more, said we need to stop this nonsense. It felt good that they were at least doing something now.
I'm absolutely not satisfied with the current mindset of American government when it comes to tackling the issues that Asians are facing in this country. These are no small incidents. I mean, I would go to the extent of calling these terrorist attacks because these are planned, these are targeted. I don't think the police or the other armed forces are doing anything to specifically protect communities where a lot of Asian people live. Governments come and go, they keep talking about, that we must do more to protect. But I don't think just saying that is going to change things.
I don't think I have seen too much actions. I don't think there is any effective policy in place at this moment.
For now, I'm actually not seeing any progress from the U.S. government side. It's more like people with goodwill and good intention, they group together to fight for the Asian community. I really appreciate that. But for the government-wise, I really don't see they are making any essential progress on protecting Asian community.
And besides that, if we talk about human rights in general, in the past 20 years, I think US has gone on a lot of wars in different countries like Afghanistan, Iraq. And it's not just dropping bombs on these, it is the civilians and the people who die during these attacks. I don't think if a country is doing that, it can really call itself a beacon of human rights.
I don't know where is government placed to claim they are the beacon of the human rights. I think one thing we can all admit is that America is the one country with the most diverse distribution of people from different backgrounds. So just from the nature, it just will have a lot of people of different color.
The first thing is that America definitely should care way more about the human rights domestically. There's so many problems about human rights in the States at this point.
I mean, how can we be a beacon of human rights if we still can't have smarter voting rights? How can we be a beacon of human rights if it's easier to buy a gun and carry a military-grade weapon on the streets, but it's harder to obtain your driver's license? I think that view of the U.S. is smoke and mirrors now. Maybe we were a beacon of human rights, but George Floyd was knelt on. He was arrested, but he got killed in the process for no reason. How is that? How is this human rights? But if you're poor, you take more punishment compared to the wealthy people. So tell me how that's a beacon of human rights.